Okay, Catchstick Bowcraft here today, and what I did, I went and bought this book so I can study a little bit more how these brown besses look. And the particular gun that I have is an India pattern musket. And the reason why I got this book is because I wanted to see exactly what the originals look like. In this case, you can see here the wrist is extended all the way down to the butt of the stock. And you can see on this gun here, it doesn't look anything like that. So what I've done, I've just drawn a guideline here just to see exactly where it is I need to start removing wood in order to extend this line down the stock like it shows in the book. Also too, the top of the tang area here needs to be carved out because on the book here you really can't see it, but you can see that there's some relief carving up on the top of the stock. Also too, around the lock panel and the side panel, it's a lot thinner than what we have here, and you can see that I've drawn some pencil lines to make those a little bit more slender looking. In other words, this stock here is really bulky, and what I want to try to do is slender it down so it looks reasonably like the way the book looks. But anyway, so I'm going to put the camera down and get started on that. What I'm probably going to do is start off on this part first, and then move to the lock, and then move to the buttstock last, because I have never done anything like that before. Anyway, so I'll put the camera down and we'll get started. Okay, so we're back, and I've already started a little bit here, but for the tang, it's just a simple oval shaped rounded carving that they have here around the tang. And basically what I'm doing, I'm just taking this gouge here and just following that line all the way across or all the way down and then down the other side. So it's fairly easy carving to do, and you can see now that it looks kind of raised from the surrounding wood areas. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with this, and then I'll turn the camera on when I get close to done, and then you can see how it looks. Okay, so I gouged it out, and basically what I'm doing now, I'm just getting a rounded piece of sandpaper here and cleaning up those edges so they look a little bit more straighter and more refined. I'll probably do that after, do it some more after I get this side carved out. But I wanted to show you guys how it kind of looks when it's raised up like that. You can see that it's raised over the level of the rest of the stock. And I'll probably do it a little bit deeper just to let it stand out a little bit more. But that's how I go about doing that. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this other side, and then we'll turn the camera back on when I'm done. Okay, so you can see that I'm pretty much done with the tang carving here. You can see that it appears to be raised up above the level. I think I need to take a little bit more off on this side right here. But there you go, that's it. I'll probably finish it up a little bit more just to make it look a little bit more nicer. I just eyeballed the outline here, and it looks pretty symmetrical. So So now I'm going to go ahead and work on the side panels here. So I'll put the camera down, get started, and turn it on when I'm close to done. Okay, as you can see, I have the front part of the lock panel done. It came out to about here before, and I trimmed it back and blended the level down to the forearm here. So you can see how it's raised, and the bottom looks to be wide enough, and so does the top. So what I'm going to be doing now is, you can see where the original relief is, and I'm going to be following this pencil line, and then I'm going to make a little beaver tail around here and then blend back into the bottom of the lock panel there. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on, and I'll turn the camera on when I get close to done, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see here, I completed relieving the back end of the lock panel, and I decided to not put the beaver tails because there just wasn't enough wood here to raise it up. So I just decided to make it into a point instead. So you can see here the tang is done, or the tang molding is done, and the lock panel is done. And now what I got to do is do the other side, the side panel. And the trick is to get it the same size and the same shape and the same dimensions as the front lock, the lock panel is on this side. And that shouldn't be too difficult to do. So anyway, and then I gotta work the back end of this down so I can make this wrist a little bit more slender, and continue this line all the way down to here. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on the side panel there, and I'll turn the camera on when I get everything set up. Okay, so I've got the side panel done. It's kind of weird doing it upside down, but anyway, it's all done. Just need to clean it up a little bit. So the side panel, the tang panel, and the lock panel are complete, and now what I'm going to do is work on this this line right here to extend the wrist all the way down to the buttstock. Because I relieved some of the wood at the tang, now I can work this this down a little bit more as well. So we'll have a thinner wrist and hopefully a more slender looking gun. So so that's it for now. Just carving out the side panels and the tang. Cashtook Bowcraft, thanks for watching.